Hi, everybody. My name is Lisaascolese, the inventress. I'm the CEO and founder of Inventing A to Z and the Inventress podcast, where we are right now today. I'm super excited because I have a client here, and I'm going to sound a little shady and secretive because she's got a product that we are working on together, but we can't give away our secrets yet because it's not completed. But we're at a wonderful spot where I felt it was important for Tutaya to talk about her product, a little bit without giving it away. So welcome this morning, my incredible client, Tutaya Murchison. Good morning, Tutaya.
Hi, good morning, Miss Lisa.
How are you?
I am doing so good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you. Especially having you on and seeing your beautiful smiling face and your bright colors today. I love it. I love it. So listen, let's talk about you. Let's talk about your journey. You're a mom, you're a professional, you do so many things. And want to talk about your product without giving it away and just talk a little bit about your journey and how you got there. And one more thing, by the way, Tutaya was on before in the very, very beginning stages of her when she started doing this secret project that we're working on, which we will reveal in about 2 months or less. So let's talk a little bit. Everybody does not know who you are. They have not seen the first podcast. So let's talk.
Okay, so hey everyone, my name is Tutaya Murchison. So I am one of 14 siblings. I'm also adopted, and I grew up in a household with 7 other siblings. So I come from a long line of big family. I am an Army veteran. I also have 6 children. My spouse is active duty, and I am excited to be here. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a nurse. I'm also in school getting my BSN. So I'm a pretty busy woman.
You certainly are, and working on this incredible product.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's talk a little bit about, and incredible. You are such an inspiration, young mom, entrepreneur, businesswoman, all of these things. First of all, I don't even know how you manage. I mean, this could be a show on just that. How you juggle all of these incredible pieces that you're doing to your life, your wonderful children, your husband, all of the activity, and you're in school and everything else. But I want to stay on track and we'll go back to that. Let's talk about your product idea and how that vision started for you and where
yes,
you
ma'am.
Today.
So at the age of 19, I witnessed an injury that happened to my niece. And thus, that's how my product was born.
Okay. So
without giving too much away.
Since we're not talking about how the product is born, okay, so we will say that it's an accessory that is necessary for most people to have, right? Or use. This is a tough one. This is tough. And the audience is going, wait a second. The listener is going, wait a second. What could this possibly be? Okay. All right. So let's talk about this widget. So you had this idea at 19, the injury happened, and you said, you know what, I need to develop this product. So what were the next steps? What did you do to get it started?
So over the years, it kind of sat dormant in my mind. At the time I was like, oh, it's probably already out there. I just assumed, hey, it's out there. So I just let it go by. And then over the years, as I got older and started having my own children, I started seeing it in the news of these injuries happening. And I'm like, man, why haven't they figured this out yet? And that's when it really began that I'm going to do this. I started doing my research. I started looking into invention companies, and those companies just didn't sit well with me. I didn't feel like it was way more paperwork legally, and it wasn't upfront and honest. And that made me nervous. Like I just didn't want to sign away my product. And next thing you know, I see that someone else produced it because I signed something thinking that they were being honest and upfront.
That's very, very smart. So that's also intuition. So you see the paperwork, you see what it says, and you're reading it clearly, reading through. And I always say, read the giant print, because a lot of these companies are very upfront. They'll tell you exactly what they're going to do, but people are listening to something else because they're so desperate to get that thing, that project out, that invention going. Much like every other industry, whether it's modeling or music, and I use those because there's a tendency to get possibly ripped off in those industries. Okay, so then you said, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to go with these companies. Then what happened?
I actually, for a while, a few weeks, I actually prayed to God to help me find someone that, or a way to get my product out there, but to find the right person. And that's when I ended up doing more research. And I just so happened to come across your podcast on YouTube. And I was like, no, like this is just too good. You know, when somebody says it's too good to be true, it probably is. I was like, let me research. So from looking at your podcast on YouTube, I went to your actual website and I started researching and looking at what everyone was leaving in the reviews. I started doing Motivational Monday and I was like, oh yes, she's the one. She's the one.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. And thank you. I'm the lucky one because you're such a wonderful, bright and shining star personality. And I love working with people like yourself because you're excited about what it is you're doing. And the only way you will succeed is, number one, having that passion, that burning desire that you have to get it done. Doing your due diligence, important, and listening. You know, it takes time to build something that's great. You've gone through a couple of iterations of your product at this juncture. And I love your patience because you know it's not a one prototype deal, right? You get a proof of concept first. You get a working kind of model of what it is going to look like in production. And you're very patient about that, and you understand that, and you listen to that. And that's really what I appreciate about you, and how your product. Oh my gosh, everybody.
It's
The
so
product,
hard.
it's very, very hard, but it's incredible. It's going to be a wonderful product. So let's talk about your level of patience and, you know, you're seeing the product and seeing the mold. Let's talk about how you feel.
Yes, ma'am. So from day one, having 6 kids, I've prayed to God for patience. And through this process of creating my product, this has been a journey of true, complete patience. And as you send me videos and I'm getting to understand just how much they're going through to create what I'm asking, it definitely gives me clarity and insight on just how much work it entails. So now that I'm able to put those concepts together to know, hey, this isn't just a, hey, I fix it and I give it to you. It is literally trial and error. And through those trials, they are producing even better molds than I expected. They're giving me more ideas. So through the trial and error, they're actually making my product even better than what I even envisioned it in the first place. So I've learned slow is smooth and smooth is fast. That's a military saying we say, and it's so true. I would much rather this product take years to come out. So I give my customers exactly what I envision versus just pushing something out just so they have it. So that's very important to me because safety is a top priority for this product. So this journey of patience, it's definitely been well worth it.
I so appreciate you. And I want to ask you a question. So when I talk, I say the same thing every single time, proof of concept. First, give me the product. Let's work it through and let's see how it comes out. So the first iteration I gave you was proof of concept. Do you know what that means?
Proof of concept. So just that it's doable, like it's able to be done.
And you see it. You saw it in your hand as a tangible
Yes,
item. And did it have to be fixed and, you know, reworked?
it did.
Absolutely. It has to be. I mean, there's never one prototype. Usually there's never one prototype. You have to go back and forth and discuss and talk about modifications that need to be made to make it better. It's not, you've never thrown your hands up and said, you know what, this is taking too long, I'm finished. And that's what I love. You have the patience because you know this is a business and this is something that you want to do forever, right? Moving forward. Build the business. So I so appreciate you, and I appreciate how much time and effort, and it's not free or cheap, that time and effort and money that you've put into to make and create a great, great product. So I acknowledge you and I appreciate everything that you're doing. And I wanted to have you here just to talk about that, to talk about you and talk about how the evolution of this product is happening because of you. Because of your patience, your perseverance, you're listening, you come to the classes when you can, you come to Motivational Monday, and all of that is so important when you're building a product. It's not one consultation and taking the information from that one consultation, it's being involved.
Yes, ma'am.
Today, I honor and appreciate you for being the incredible student that you are. And thank you so much for being on the show. And we'll be able to reveal shortly, everyone, Tutaya's incredible product. I promise you'll be back on the show when it's done. Maybe you'll even do a big reveal on this show. How's
Yes,
that?
yes, that would be perfect. I'd love that.
And is there anything you want to share before we wrap?
Just thank you to all of my family, my husband, my best friends, Shanae, Edwards, all my friends that have been involved in this process. I thank you for believing in me. Miss Lisa, I thank you for believing in my product. And all those late night calls where I had those doubts talking to you in the closet. Thank you just for your inspiration to keep me going.
So thank you so much. And everybody, you will see Tutaya back here soon, I promise you. And until next time, thank you so much. Have an incredible, incredible day. And I'll talk to you later.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Take care. Peace. Bye-bye.